Alright, we're just going to let the camera roll. We're going to talk about this for a second. Jake Arrieta just signed with the Philadelphia Phillies on a 3-year, $75 million contract. There's multiple different angles to this. I'm seeing so many different opinions. First things first, the Phillies are a top 10 market. They really can afford a massive payroll, and currently they are dead last in payroll. They're no longer dead last in payroll because of this contract, but you get what I'm saying. They're in the basement of the league when it comes to payroll. They can afford a lot of money right now. A 3-year contract does not mortgage the future for the Phillies whatsoever. This is a team that has a ton of good upcoming prospects. Rhys Hoskins, Scott Kingery, Dylan Cousins. You got Nick Williams on the team, Jorge Alfaro, J.P. Crawford. Maikel Franco's still young. He's got to prove himself a little bit more. But this team is very, very young. They have a lot of good young talent. Jake Arrieta is a great sign for this team. For those of you saying Jake Arrieta is regressing, no, he's not the guy that won the Cy Young with a 1.6 ERA, but if in your opinion a 3.6 ERA is bad, then sure, he's regressing. You can take it that way if you want. But the Phillies currently, with the guys that they have, this is a massive upgrade from what they currently have. If Jake Arrieta steps in and posts the same season he posted last year, that's probably the Phillies' ace, if not for Aaron Nola. This is going to be a solid 1-2 with Aaron Nola and Jake Arrieta. The Phillies are in the NL East. The Mets have Syndergaard, DeGrom, Matz, Zach Wheeler. They're loaded. The Nationals, Scherzer, Gio, Strasburg, they're loaded. You have to acquire pitching in this division if you're going to compete. The Phillies already have one stud in Aaron Nola. Is Jake Arrieta on the back end of his career? Absolutely. Does that mean that he's terrible? No, it does not. The season that he had last year for the Cubs, it was a little bit up and down, but it was a very good season all in all. Was it the 1.6 ERA? No, but if you compare any season to that, obviously you're going to think he's bad. A 3.6 ERA is a really good season. Had about a strikeout per inning last year. That's very good. That's on par with what you want in a top-end pitcher. This is a good signing for the Phillies, and again, they have tons of money to spend even with this signing. They went out, they got Carlos Santana, now they've acquired Jake Arrieta, and they still have a ton, and I mean a ton of money to spend on top of a ton of prospects that they could potentially use in a deal later on if they want to make more upgrades down the line. The Phillies are not done making moves over the next couple of years with Machado hitting free agency, Harper hitting free agency, Trout's free agency is coming up in a couple of years. Not saying they're going to get all or any of those guys, but the Phillies will be in the mix on big-time free agents for the next couple of years, and you're going to see this team make a big-time push to get back towards the top of the league. They have the kind of money to make those moves, and it's about time they start getting it done. They started this rebuild about 3 or 4 years ago. They took their time, they cleared their bad contracts, and now they're stepping up to the plate. They're signing people, they're spending money, and they're trying to get things done. This is a very good deal from all aspects. The fact that it's a 3-year deal does no damage to this team long term. Even if Arrieta steps in and he does just completely flop, and he's like the worst Arrieta we've ever seen, it's only a 3-year deal. They can get out of it after next season, and that's the end of it. They can move on, and they still would have as much money to spend as you can imagine. But that's it, guys. Jake Arrieta, 3 years, $75 million to the Phillies. Let me know down below what you think. I'm counting on the comments for this video to be dramatic no matter what. It's always fun dealing with the Yankee fans, good or bad. 2 things I do want to talk about before we get into the juicy stuff. First things first, I do not have the postseason Didi Gregorius. I know there's a diamond version. Those of you that followed this channel all through MLB 17, you know Didi